Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this stream of Hearts of Iron 4, where we are playing as the Lone Star in Old World Blues. This is a preview very generously provided to us from the developers for the 3.0 version, which is going to be releasing on Friday. So, what were we doing? We were building up our economy. What are we ever doing? Building up our economy. So we just started further industrial knowledge, which is going to give us an ahead of time bonus for our industrial technologies, which we are working on. Then we're basically going to try and get down to Lone Star Prosper, so that we can get that development boost and max out the Lone Star trade node, because we're already on level 8. And with this progress, it kind of looks like it's going to get to 9, which I would be a little surprised by. But hey, if it happens, it happens. Alright, so, can we buy any more weapons? That's going to be the first thing that we check. And the answer is yes. Yes, we can. So we will. Because there's one thing we have, and that's loads of dosh. I'm just going to pour myself a drink, and then we can get started properly. Didn't the dev earlier say 8 was the maximum? Yeah, he did. Which is why I'm a little surprised that we're still getting progress. I mean, you can get to level 10, you just can't do it via normal means, so it shouldn't happen through regular progress, which is why I'm a little confused. We'll see if it happens. It might just be that the promote never appears. And if it does happen, then maybe a bug. Right, so, yeah, otherwise we are just waiting for things to happen. I think it's pretty much waiting for this to get to us. We no longer get the effects of tariff relief. That's good, because that allows me to build more industry. Shale declared war on loss, so Shale is also getting a little bit uppity. Secret vault ruins. Huh. Treasure trove! Our men have found not only a few pieces of old world technology, but a fully working prototype. Butcher Pete's is extremely pleased with our success, offering a favour for anything in their capability in the future. 200 manpower, 180 infantry equipment is added to the national stockpile, and their opinion goes up by 10, army experience plus 25, and we have an 8% chance of getting firearms tech, energy tech, motorized tech, 50% for melee, 12 for industry, or 12 for power armor. Very nice. Couldn't be the one you get at the beginning of the first stream, the event for the big market that gave you access to the 9th level. Maybe? Because that, I think, increased our economic development from 1.5 to 2.5. I thought. I don't know. I'm still a little unclear on how all of this stuff works. Lanius' cohort declared war on the executive, so they are getting closer and closer. And we can now build stuff. I want to put 2 into biplane fighters so that we can get some aircraft going. Awesome. Ooh, also, we're at 34%. So if the Unity of Austin was still fighting, we could send them guns to assist them. We could also send guns to the executives if we thought that would help them rebuff the advance from Lanius. I think I'm a little bit less interested in helping Loss out. Let's send them like 500. Oh no, they're not close enough. Okay. We are going to need to research the distance. Really? That's not close enough? Really? Yeah, it is. Oh no, it's not. So I could send to Shale's army, but I can't send to Loss or the executives. Wow, 100 kilometers does not go a long way. The executives look like power army users. They kind of do, don't they? Unfortunately, we don't have the kind of information about them. Caravan Ambush. A trade caravan delivering goods between settlements near Lone Star has been brutally ambushed. We can at least try. Is this going to be a consistent stability loss? Are we just going to go down to 0? Am I playing the mod or only update? Do you mean with any additional mods? No, this is just the base Old World Blues 3.0. In Texas, 100 kilometers of the distance you have to go to grocery shop. Yeah, that's true. I remember when we visited Houston and we went to stay at a motel, wanted to get something to eat, and they said, yeah, you can just go to the gas station. About 2 hours later, we finally walked there. We didn't have a car. We couldn't afford to rent one. We've been taking Greyhound up until that point. So yeah, just go down the road. You can find the gas station. Down the road, my arse. I mean, it was down the road, but my gosh, was it a long road. The scavengers found something in the ruins of an ancient factory. Our scavengers found pre-war goods. Time will tell whether it was worth the blood and sweat. And toil. And death. So Lone Star could build some more industries. I'm not actually sure what I want to build now. Because I'm guessing that all of these are going to get the +2. So maybe get some military factories going in Brackenridge? Or do I want more civilian workshops so I can keep buying in resources and things I need? Civilian workshops are quite a lot more expensive. The other thing is whether we want to get resources or not later. We could also build a dockyard in Brackenridge. You know what? Let's build a dockyard so we can at least start building some... Oh, the events earlier, I don't think I actually used any convoys. No, never mind. I mean, the other thing we could do is actually build some outposts. And you know what? On the river crossings, I think that's a great idea. At least the ones going south. Because I'm fairly sure that Shale will go after Eden after this. Washington Brotherhood took 6 states. The cause have been annexed. Coordinated assault. So that is a doctrine. So now we need to make a choice between mechanized warfare and trooper warfare. I am fairly sure that we're going to be going mechanized. Yeah, we're going to go mechanized. I don't think there's anything really stopping us from doing this. We have lots of resources. Yeah, mechanized. The fall of Vault City. Bitter fighting over Vault City is starting to cease. New Reno is starting to clean up what's left of Vault City while the residents are unsure of what to expect from their new overlords. As New Reno takes the treasures of the vault to New Reno, who would have thought that such a city would even be taken? For the brain, Vault City is everything. The brain? Interesting. What's the 5th doctrine path? 5th? There's only 4. What do you mean here? The outside of warfare one? America's huge kind of... makes you kind of respect the sheer tenacity of the Legion for conquering so much with machetes and fear. That's true. I make a happy face. Okay, next we can deploy these guys. As soon as I find where we are, there we are. You go ahead and deploy. Now, how are we doing for motorized? So motorized is probably the one thing that we could do with buying more of. I mean, building more of, not actually buying. Let's have you train them up. So I'm going to start training 2 of them because we should have the equipment to get at least the basics out, and then we'll just need to produce more motorized. So I think what I'm going to do actually is this. Twin Mothers declared war on Circle Junction. I think we're about to get paid again, and because we're about to get paid again, we should probably buy some stuff from our old friend Butcher Pete. Their stocks are going up and up and up. It's quite nice. I'm back. Did you conquer the world already? Not quite. Working on it. Alright, let's continue the I-20. Ooh. Ooh. That's rather nice. So one of the big changes that came in 3.0 is that you can now be advanced. Well, you can have the different tech levels in different areas. So, for example, tribal, civilized, advanced. And they've broken it down, so we can now get advanced in industry, which is going to allow us, in the industry tab, to get all of these. So we are going to be absolute production behemoths, which is going to be great. So we're absolutely going to be working our way towards that. Weird that it keeps showing the Raid Shadow something bar. Yeah, so we've hit the downloads required, the 120 for the main milestones. But if people are contributing by buying a pack in the game, then they still count as contributors, which is the green one when it appears up there. So I've not removed it because I still want to make sure that people doing that get acknowledged. I'm also not going to push it as hard as I was pushing the downloads, because the downloads are free. Like, I don't think I'm asking a lot asking for downloads, but asking you to spend money, a little less comfortable about that, but I still want to acknowledge when it happens. Legion, like the Mongols, their control in most cases is pretty nominal. Their structure is more akin to a horde. They plunder vast but bare territories. Okay, so we've hit the next level, so we can upgrade our economy again. And we did say that we wanted Gene Tanner for the caps income, but is that true? Gunrunner opinion. We don't even have the gunrunners yet. I mean, we probably will eventually. We could get equipment designers going. I'm somewhat tempted to go for the APC designer, because I feel like that's going to be a fairly obvious path for us to go down. Scrap gun trucks and all those. Zemol, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing? What have you been playing? I know you've been doing a lot of Darkest Dungeon, I want to say. Been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate 3 since you last streamed it. I do love having Aid and Bless up in each fight. That's going to be pretty expensive to cast. Like in terms of slots. Am I holding position on the border there in case people attack my neighbours? No. So what I'm doing is they're basically doing military manoeuvres, they're training. I like to have as high planning preparation whenever possible. So I tend to just find a border, then just line people up with the orders out. Because even if you then move them to somewhere else, they maintain the planning prep. So if we do get attacked down here, I can switch my troops down here and then immediately be in a position to counterattack if I need to. So it's just about being prepared. I'm not actually planning anything over here. More caps means more equipment to be bought and more infrastructure. True. And we probably should keep dropping money on military signing bonuses, for example, because it's manpower. There's no real reason not to do this. And possibly also the luxury goods, although I have a feeling that we're actually gonna like max out in terms of how much we can build sooner rather than later. So I don't necessarily see the reason to be doubling down on that. Oh, now hang on. Production efficiency and production efficiency cap. That's useful. That's always going to be useful, but I think we're going to go with the trader. Just because what we're doing is the economic mega power. And once we start getting more organizations we can trade with, we'll be spending money more quickly. Okay, so we should have an industry ahead of time. But we don't seem to. Two years ahead of time penalty reduction for industry technology. Industry. That seems to be bugged. That's unfortunate. That would have been a hell of a nice advantage. Because these are still getting the ahead of time problems. Bugger. Oh well. Well, one thing that we should probably do is get salvaged motorcycles, so we can start making those. And that will lead us to scrap gun trucks in time, and also our Air Force. We want to research bomb gliders and triplane attackers. In fact, we don't even need bomb gliders, we can go straight to triplane attackers. You're the close air support ones, right? Yes. The R-plane bombers do have a longer range. They have more air attack, they can strap bomb, and their ground attack isn't that much worse. They're a bit more expensive. Fair bit more in terms of energy usage. They will also cost more water to develop. So the real question is, once we get to this level, how's the difference going to look? The range of the rotary engines is much, much higher. Air attack's much higher, so is the defense. Strap bomb. Ground attack 12 to ground attack 16. And I'm expecting to have air superiority because of our production abilities. So those biplane fighters will be just fine. I am noticing that there is a... oh, that's recon. Long-range bomber, torpedo bomber, heavy, turboprop. You are shorter range, but I guess... oh no, you're just a strap bomber. Monoplane, light attacker, naval striker, ground pounder. Ground attack 22. So we want to get the ground pounders. So I think we're going to go triplane attacker, monoplane attacker, ground pounder. Yeah, that's what we're doing. They've also got really good agility, so they should be able to dogfight enough if they need to. Let's grab those. Raid is 1 per day and lasts the full day. Oh, does it? Okay, that's interesting. Surviving the long dark on Mondays. I still haven't ever played the long dark. I keep meaning to. It's been on my to-play list forever. I just haven't gotten around to it. Just joined. What's going on in the update? Texas. Texas is going on in the update. And also new research. Sorry, not research. New trade systems, which is what this is all about. So we've been building Lone Star up to be a trading powerhouse. Troll Warren declared war on the Marrow Drinkers. So Troll Warren still going absolutely ballistic. We are making a tidy profit. White Legs took states. Good. NCR declared war on the Valley Bandits. We can promote. I didn't think that this was supposed to be possible. Level 9. And Shale actually seems to be losing to loss. Oh, you know what? The other technology that I really wanted to do was the distance, so I could lend lease the executives equipment to help them against Lanius. Zack Stevens falls ill. That's unfortunate, but doesn't really affect us, seeing as we're not at war. When's the mod on Workshop? Friday. Plenty of army experience. You can edit your templates. Unfortunately, I can't. Need to stop being mercenaries. It's one of the focus branches for us. Basic tools. So these are now ahead of time. So I'm going to get the diplomacy, which is this one, combat language. Oh, these all increase diplomacy distance. Okay. So yeah, if I want to be arming the world against the Legion, then I'm going to need these. Good to know. In 20 restorations continuing, so now we can get cutting edge developments, which will allow us to become advanced in industry, though I don't think we necessarily need to hurry that. And then the other choice is whether we want to restart the turbines to get ourselves more power, or scrap the turbines to get ourselves scrap metal. Low-tech extraction would be water, high-tech extraction would be advanced components. That's going to somewhat depend on how advanced equipment we can get. Like, I guess the high-tech components is something we can sell to the Brotherhood. Now, I'm not entirely sure how valuable Lone Star Prosper is going to be if we can hit 10 just on its own. Ooh, restore the University of Texas would be another research slot. No, we should do that. Let's do that. Once a great institution of learning and research, the old campus of the University of Texas lies in ruin. With some love, we could begin to restore academic research to the location, granting us all benefits. Time to bring back the institute. Wait, what? Is there a full ghoul or mutant nation? Yeah, there's a couple. So, Unity of Austin. They're super mutants. There were ghouls around here somewhere. Can't remember who. Max and Chapter. There. Nope, they're not. Oh, last patrol. Those are ghouls. There's a big ghoul nation up here. Old Spokane State. They're ghouls. Troll Warren. Those are super mutants. What's the other ghoul around here? I know there is one. It was Hectate. Glowbugs. They're ghouls. Hexilu and Dushulu are. Where was Hectate? they died already? Ouroboros. Where's Ouroboros? I'm not seeing them. They must have died. Oh well. Patrolman, I think, might be. Nope. So yeah, the nearest ones to us were the... Oh, Desperados are. And the last patrol were. And actually, both of those factions sound like they could be really interesting. The patrolmen are like a remnant police force. They haven't had their updated leader yet. They're going to have a unique leader for the patrolmen. They're basically a motorcycle police. And then the last patrol, I think, is the remnants of a National Guard unit, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think the Hounds of Day were the Ouroboros. So somebody's usurped her. Losser Ghouls, that's the one. I knew there was somebody really close to us. That's actually who I was thinking of. Losser. High Priestess Sephiro's ghoul. So there you go. They're practically neighbours. Right, can I buy more guns? I really do wish there was a pop-up saying, you can buy more guns. Man, their opinion of us is 172. They quite like us. Butcher Pete's requests lowered tariffs. So we can increase their opinion of us a lot again. Or we say no. I'm going to say yes, because I don't necessarily need that trade income. Like we already are absurdly wealthy. How much of this is Texas's Fallout canon? I'm not the one to ask. I don't know. I might know a little bit about the various factions in this just from watching dev streams and dev diaries, but in terms of actual game lore, I'm pretty terrible. Assassin City declared war on the Texas Brotherhood. Are you going to call me into this? Because I'll happily send the Air Force. All 2 of them. Oh, tube heads have joined us as well. Ho ho! Our influence expands. The tube heads have joined the Texan Economic Union. Fantastic, there's now 4 of us. I think that this was an absolutely terrible decision by these guys. Assassin City are about to get themselves assassinated. Right. So we got the infrastructure tech done. There was... Nope, we've already done it. It was that one. So we've done all of the infrastructure technology. So anything that's left that's not been built up isn't going to get built up. Roller girl aggression. Oh, are they the rollers? Oh, they are! That's what you're doing. Ha!